strange sense of duty in comparison with the rest
with
of the
everyone
people.
else. Yeah. Because it's like she's
Her way of thinking is not messed up.
right.
By the standards of these people, she is a crazy one.
She's a crazy, right? Because everybody thinks she's cuckoo for saying, these are people we're talking with, like in her squad. She's saying like, you know, of course she's talking with them one-on-one, or at least she like knows that they're people, but she always turns around and tells like the rest of her own people like, hey, they're people and stuff. And it's like she is the cuckoo one. So yeah, it's really weird and messed up because it's like she only found out about this when she got the job. It was so crazy to me.
No, it was actually before that.
Oh, it was right
and they give
okay. And then that's
a
where
little
they give
further
her.
in the anime.
Oh, okay.
She happened to go to the battlefield.
That's
and
right.
They had an accident, and she
Okay.
was saved by one of the 86. So that's why from there, like her view of the 86 changed because it's like, oh yeah,
that's right.
This guy saved me. And while everyone here is all comfy, these kids, because most of the 86, the remaining ones were kids.
Yeah, teenagers.
Because I mean, the war has been going on for 9 years, so it's like, it's not really likely to have adults alive piloting these robots.
Oh yeah. Oh,
but and so her introduction to the Spearheaded Squadron. The Spearheaded Squadron has a group of veteran soldiers, and by veteran I mean that they're still kids, but they haven't died.
Oh, right. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh, just thinking about that is just blowing my mind now.
And it's kind of funny because, like, the opening, at the end of the opening, you see like a group of people, and it just keeps increasing with the episodes as they have, like casualties.
Oh, yeah.
And I had not noticed the first time I watched it, and I was like,
really?
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Okay, yeah. I noticed that in the last half of the anime. Oh man.
Yeah, and so she wants to be kind of like a good person,
Right.
But in a way, it's a half-baked sense of her justice.
Right.
Because she's like, oh, nice to meet you. And she's trying to be nice.
Yeah, she's trying to be personable. And because, like with that experience of seeing an 86 when she was a little kid, she knows they are, like persons at least, even if she might not think that they have like humanity or anything of that nature. She is trying to like be personable and say hi, like, what's your name? And she is just getting
she doesn't ask names.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, that's the point. I'm sorry, I just gave away the whole thing. It's that she was trying to like be personable, but she never asked their names. That was the thing.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, her sense of justice
was still kind of
half-baked. It was half done. Because it's like, you're humans, but I mean, you have to do your job, so go and fight.
You go and fight,
And it's like, I mean, it was normal. Kind of like, considering the type of culture, it's like, even if she tried to be, different, it's like, well, you don't really know how to do different.
Right.
Because it has never been done.
Right.
By either side.
Right.
Because like, your side thinks they're not human. Their side thinks you're
just pigs.
You're pigs. So it's like, at the same time, it's like, they don't even see you as humans.
Yeah. Oh,
and so
crazy.
The captain of the Spearheaded Squadron, his name is Nozen.
Nozen.
Yeah. Nozen.
Shine Nozen.
And he's call name it's Undertaker.
Yeah, and he's the most veteran in this particular squad.
Yeah, he's like the Levi of the squadron.
Oh yeah.
You know, like Levi in Attack on Titan, he's like,
yeah.
Even when he's close to that, he never dies.
Yes, that's right.
That's Shine.
Yep. And yeah, he's like, and he just survives for whatever reason. He always survives wherever he is, and so they just gave him the nickname of Undertaker, since he's the one that's like kind of leading the squad. But then there's also something special that he does or helps others with too. That actually might be later in the season, but he also has that name Undertaker for the reason that he takes out the others in his squad if needed.
Yeah, because I mean we can jump just a little bit.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of like a bit of the story. We have this half-baked sense of justice from Bloodalina.
Yep.
And at the same time, we have the 86 playing along with her game.
Yeah.
Until things go wrong, and they're like, you know what?
Yes.
We're here with you and you freaking pig and.
Oh yes.
Because she messes up and she dies. It's like you didn't even bother to ask for her name. So like this little sense of justice of yours, you're just trying to be a good girl, but.
Yeah.
We're at war and we've been doing this for a really long time. So it's like, don't try to fix things now.
Right. It's too late for that.
And that was, kind of
like a wake-up call for her. It really was, because she had to get yelled at and basically confronted that this is not a game. This is real life. They're literally on the line with their lives out here in the juggernauts facing against the Legion. They're not like pieces on the board for her to just say, hey, move over here, move over there, and whatnot.
She decides to change, and she does, kind of like little by little, kind of like at the end of season 1, she manages to change just enough as to have the remaining of the 86, because
yes.
Well, quite a few episodes, 86 turned into Game of Thrones or a Comic Kill, because everyone was dying. It's like, you die, you die, you die.
Dude, that was so sad. Like when she was trying to do better, and when she had like the board with like little drawings of their faces of the people who's like she's talking with, but she had to like keep taking them down and whatnot, if I'm remembering that correctly, I think. And oh man, that was so sad for me. But yeah, that was like a comic god kill, because everybody was dying. You had no idea who would die next, and Shin had to just keep going. And I think it was during that time that she was like getting more of a feel of who each person was. And then, but of course there was like a bunch of hiccups, and there was a bunch of like pushback with certain few of them. But Shanae also, they would talk a lot between the two of them, and that was kind of nice. But I think for Shanae, it was still kind of like that, going through the motions for him. He never really opened up, or at least the way that he would think was like a real connection. For her, it was like she was probably thinking she was really connecting with him.